Welcome to TLC for the Soul podcast, where soul meets spirit. You have entered into sacred space. I'm your host, TAMI Chambers, and I'm here to help you shine. Now let's get going on this podcast journey.
Come with me this Sunday morn. We'll walk the path that is less worn, and maybe we will try to find the magic that's been lost inside. Put on your witch's cap or wizard's garb and join me now. Dun, 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 dun.
Avalon and the dragon lines. During this time, wisdom teachings from the past influence and weave magic around how we can live in the present. As world events and personal narratives play out, it is increasingly important to fall back on your spiritual practice, bringing in comfort within and around you from the fabric of the lands you love and where you reside now. Dragon lines are being set in a new dual configuration. Old ancient dragon lines and ley lines are supported by new energies of dragons being birthed and nurtured into the fabric of the planet's grid systems and planetary structures, right down to the core. How can you help with this process? Witches and wizards, how can you help this month? Or whenever you find this, you got 2 cards. You already know what to do, and boxes about having stronger boundaries. You have got a mission, no matter how you classify yourself. Whether you're a witch, a wizard, or whether you're something else. So for this show, I had to pick some archetype. And we're hanging with the October vibes, so witches and wizards. But next time it could be shamans, or you could say starseed, or you could say, whatever you want. Fairy, Selkie, siren. Whatever you resonate with in this now, how you can help. You have got your divine service work to do. The work to do that is part of your purpose and your mission. You know what it is. It's not a secret to you. If you're this far on your journey, if you're listening to me now, you're clear on your purpose. There could be more clarity coming in about new assignments, new things, but you're here basically, if you're a bringer of the light, you're here to help bring in the light and raise the vibration of our beautiful, beautiful planet in whatever way you see fit. Yours is done through your magical work. You may feel compelled to listen to all 3 of these, the twin flame, the witches and wizards, the earth guardian, gatekeeper, dragon, mother and father. But as part of this, yours is done through your magical work. Are you an artist? Are you a healer? Are you whatever you do that's your magical work? That's what you need to do more of during this time. Have strong boundaries around the outside world. Stay informed, or you can do like I do. I just let other people watch. I don't watch the news at all. So and I don't know why I'm talking in this sing-song, magical voice. Maybe that's the voice you need to hear right now, so that you can bring a little bit more magic in. Because you may be kind of suffering from the ho-hum syndrome because you don't have strong boundaries around the outside world right now. You may be getting caught up in the news and focus too much. I think I've talked about this before, how you can get caught up and really get pulled in to spending a lot of time looking at what's going on in the news and in social media, and then those things start to seep into my little empathic witches and wizards, and then you're not clear on what energy is yours and what's not. Keep your vibe high. Keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself clear on your assignments, because you already know what to do. And if you don't, ask your guides to help show you, because when you ask, the answer is always provided, but you have to be clear, you have to be receptive to know what to do, to see the signs that are waiting everywhere just for you. And then follow those signs, follow that guidance, do that thing. Set intentions, work your little witch wizard magic. Do what you can do to raise the vibration. Keep the vibration high, because when things are happening in the outside world, be it natural disasters or wars or famine or whatever it is, there's a what is it? There's a imbalance in the force, Luke. So when the energy goes low somewhere, you've got to go high. So those of us that are called to this magical work, those of us at the 144 activation code.
Prata ik andiarato na kiratu shendiraka jiranda ta durinta ketata chun tenanta rakorakenta karo.
You already know what to do. And if you're not activated, then you are now. Because that activated your bringers of the light programming inside of you to get going on whatever it is you need to get going on. So witches and wizards, thank you. Now we're going to move on. Gonna move on to something. I can't find my thing. Oh geez, this is funny. You guys are funny. I love you all. Hello, my little Earth Guardian Dragon Keepers. We got the World card with the Giant from the 9 worlds of the Nordic Tarot, along with the 7 of Swords, that at first I thought was the Tower card, with a bind rune on a big rock. You already know what to do, Earth Guardians. You will be called. This time, whenever you hear this, to do more grid work. You may be asked to open portals, close old portals, birth dragons or nurture dragons. So yes, big chills. So some of what I'm seeing there, and I'm talking in some newfound voice that's coming out. That's my storytelling voice. My storytelling voice, because I just did our October story. Claudius, the vamp in the West End Coven. Our bringers of the light, Oakwood. We have bringers of the light everywhere. No matter where you're listening from, you will be guided to do more service work on the land. They just keep saying to close down old portals, bring new portals and new ley lines online. And something that what did come in the other day was the role of our mothers of dragon and fathers of dragons. I guess an archetype or assignment. So there are some of us who have been given the assignment and the ability to birth dragons. So I experienced this firsthand the other day when I was like, oh, my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. And then all of a sudden just a dragon just like came out of that chakra and was just like born and it's a, you're going to know if you're listening to this, you already know. You'll know it, or it will resonate, and you'll be like, aha, it's just going to come to you. But a dragon energy came out and sunk down into the earth and became like a new dragon line. It's not really a ley line, it's a little bit different. It's part of like the emperor dragon lines on the planet. And these little baby dragons are being birthed by some of us. And then they go into the soil and they grow and they become power centers. And so I asked then if there's a mother of dragons, or is there a father of dragons? And I'm like, what does the masculine do in this case? If the mother of dragons is birthing energy dragons through her chakras, through her aura, what is the father of, somebody else, what is the father of dragons doing? What is the divine masculine doing? And Spirit said that he is tending the soil. So if you are a divine masculine and you resonate or feel strongly about the father of dragons archetype, then tending the soil is, it says, they're saying it's both physical and metaphorical, that you will be guided to certain power centers where there are either ley lines or newly hatched dragon eggs, because it's not just somebody like myself like birthing a dragon, like it just came out like a dragon. There are dragon eggs that others have placed. So I guess there's different types of mothers of dragons. Some are kind of like producing eggs. I think we did this once before. We produced an egg. Some are producing eggs and leaving them to be tended by the father of dragons, by the divine masculine. And others are birthing like live dragons that just already go in. So you father of dragons, you divine masculine archetypes, you will be guided to places where dragon eggs are ready to be hatched. And you will be given the downloads to know what to do to tend the soil so that those eggs can hatch and those dragons can be birthed. So I think this is probably a topic for a whole other show. But like I said, they just keep saying, if you know, you know, and you will be shown, or you will be told, or you will already know what to do. My mothers of dragons and my fathers of dragons. So mothers of dragons, mother of dragons, if you are guided to go somewhere and then you suddenly feel like there's a dragon coming out of your, an energy dragon, obviously not a real one, please. I'm gonna be real here. An energy dragon kind of coming out of you, just let it flow out. It's just coming out of for me, it was coming out of the, it may depend on the type of dragon, what chakra it's birthed from, but it just kind of came out of the sacral chakra, and then it just went into the earth. So, just honor that process. It wasn't painful or anything, it was just energy came out. I can't explain it. All right, and Father of Dragons, you will already know what to do. So that is how you can helping build the new grid systems, the new ley lines, the new power spots, and helping to close down power centers and grid lines that are no longer needed at this time. So take honor in your October quest assignment. Have honor, my knights and lords and ladies and dragon questers. So exciting. And we are going to move on to Twin Flames. Hello, Twin Flames. You may have come from one of the other archetypes, either the witches and wizards or the dragon guardians and earth guardians. You may have listened to none of those or all of those. But for you, you got the threes, the three of pentacles, and I can't remember what the other one was. It's three of something. I can't see that. Wait, I can't see the card now. I took a picture of it, but I know what it is. So what are Twin Flames needing to do during this time? How can you help during this important, powerful opening for Gaia. I was listening to one of the eclipse forecasts because we've got 2 powerful eclipses this month, and apparently the Libra eclipse, which is going to be very important for some of us, finally a 19-year cycle is ending. I'm really excited to be starting another 19-year cycle, a brand new, fresh, clean, updated 19-year cycle in my house of relationships is where that eclipse falls for me, divine partnerships, finally. So some of you may be in that same boat. The eclipse energy may be bringing in a lot of newness, new adventure. My 3 of Pentacles is always my co-creating. I take it as my co-creating with Spirit tarot card. We've got 3 3s, so we've got the number 3 twice. You may have been waiting for adventure to begin in your life. You may be wanting something new. And if you're a twin flame who is in separation, or a twin flame who works with their twin outside of the physical realm. So I feel like there's some of you listening whose twin is not incarnated in this lifetime, and that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm getting big chills. There's nothing wrong with that. That person, that soul, is one of your main spirit guides. So you have to, number one, you have to learn to accept that they're not here in this lifetime, but that they are here in many other ways. So your role is to accept the adventure of the twin flame journey and to see it and feel it and know that it is upgrading no matter what its current status is, because there's so many statuses, right, of this darn journey. You're being asked to settle in for new adventures, unexpected changes, and events that are outside of your control could come in to shake up the fabric of this journey, regardless of your status. Do I share that? That's kind of a weird one. Let's just say nothing is impossible if it's part of your soul journey. So I have to caveat that. Nothing's impossible. Souls can walk in and walk out if that is part of the divine plan. So we're talking about walk-ins, souls leaving, souls coming in that you weren't expecting to come in. Your life is long. You might not be in this October quest, right, for the rest of your life. This is a month out of your life. You've got a long way to go. So anything is possible. So for some of you who have kind of given up on the journey because it's been too hard or too painful, totally understand where you're coming from. But I would sit down in an elder council with your twin flame guides, and I would ask them to show you what might be on the horizon for you. And like, where did I hear this? I think it was Master Co. He said they were doing some problem solving or something with some people, and that the one person kept telling the other person, think outside of the box, think outside of the box. And the other person was like, but I don't know what the box is, and I can't get outside of the box because the box is constraining me and I can't get my mind out there. And then Master Co said, so I interjected and I said, how about this? Maybe this will help you. And he said, how about there is no box? Anything is possible. And from what I've seen in the energy world, from my experiences so far, anything is possible. So get clear on your journey, sit down and understand your soul's blueprint. I would say, they're saying you may need like an Akashic reader, but one that's really, really experienced, meaning you may have to pay a little bit more. So check, because there's some that can read your soul's blueprint and tell you what's coming up for you in a lot of detail. I'm not quite there yet. It requires another level of clairvoyance that I have not attained yet, they're saying. Doesn't mean I won't, but you need to seek out an advanced clairvoyant who works with the Akashic record and one who's very experienced. So look for an elder wisdom keeper, like an elder, so many chills, like an elder shaman, an elder curandera. Oh, because I'm reading that book right now, The Vampires of El Norte. I'll talk about it more at the end of this video or this show, but oh my God, it's so good. And it is a historical romance about what happens during the 1800s in Mexico, right before the Mexico-American War. But it's also about vampires and about twin flames. And it's so amazing. And you have to listen to the audiobook because it is so awesome. Okay, so nothing is impossible. So let me see if there's anything else for twin flames. Yeah, they're just saying fall into the adventure of the twin flame journey and try to step out of the pain and see it from a higher perspective. And if you feel called to this Akashic reading, then just set that intention and your guides will send the right person your way. But just make sure to, just because you see somebody that looks like this could be my healer, make sure you just vet them out a little bit. Check, like scan their aura, scan their chakras. Just double check with your guides that this is the right person for you, because I have in the past spent a lot of money on healers who were quote unquote sent my way, but they weren't really the person that I needed. Yeah, they did some energy work, but they were not advanced enough, or did not have expertise in the area that I needed. And so I really just ended up being hugely disappointed and out a lot of money. So just vet that person out very carefully and check in with your guides before you spend a lot of money to get something that maybe you weren't quite expecting. So that is all I'm going to say there. And they're saying these people do exist. So it's not like you're going to be sent on the quest to find a shaman or something and there's going to be nobody out there for you. It does exist. It will be sent your way, but just do your own due diligence too. Just make sure you're doing that. All right. So that is all we have for Twin Flames. If you've listened or watched this far, then I'm going to see you next in TLC time. We're just going to do a little hangout, talk about some of my favorite stuff, and just kind of play a little bit. So we'll see you there. Take care. This episode was brought to you by the Elemental Dragon Councils of the Light. Whether you favor fire, water, earth, or air, these scaled, winged, ferocious, beautiful, magical friends are here to help you to ground, persevere, overcome, and find the magic in your life. Take care. We'll see you again soon.